All right, welcome back. We are going to work on block number 9, the wild iris. Having my lights on in my studio is driving me nuts because watch, when I put this down, you can't see it. So I'm holding it up for you and I'll show it to you. I wish that it was summer because I wish it was lighter outside because right now it's like, I don't know, 4 o'clock in the afternoon and it's almost dark out. And so of course I have my lights on. I can't use natural light, but anyhow, that's enough. That's living in Alaska in the winter. So here we go. Wild iris, block number 9. After this block, you are halfway done with your Northern Flora blocks. It is amazing. I can't believe how far we've gotten already. Okay, so as always, I got my 4 cathedral window pieces. I got all my appliques labeled. Whoop. And I got my 10.5-inch square ready to go. And I got my photocopy made. Okay, so on this one, we finally have a block where we do the cathedral windows in 2 steps. I've been waiting for it because I keep telling you, some point, somewhere, I know I did that. Yes, we found it, finally. I also have another little thing to show you if you receive any pieces that have been folded. So in a lot of my larger kits, I will fold pieces because they're just too big. This one, I have a folded piece, and you can just not worry about it. When you go to peel the paper off the back, the fold in the fabric will kind of not really be there or be bothersome. But I'll also just show you what we do if you want to flatten that out. It's super simple. We're just going to press it. Okay, so we're ready to go. Let's jump in. So I've got to turn my light table on. Got all my stuff here. And I'm going to take my 10.5-inch square, line her up on point, and we're going to start with step A. Step A, TL, what does that mean? It means top left, and TR, top right, cathedral window pieces. So we're going to arrange these first. So the very first thing we're going to do, center them on there, cathedral window, top left. And it doesn't matter if you go right, left, or left, right on this. You're just putting these top 2 pieces down first. So if you put the right on first and you go, oh no, it says top left. Don't worry about it. Just putting the top 2 on. It doesn't matter which one goes first, just this top 2. Okay, now leaves A through C. So our leaves are what has been folded. I'm going to move this off to the side for a second. Move this off to the side for a second too. Grab my little ironing board and my travel little ironing board here and my iron. And I'm going to take my folded applique and I'm just going to lay it down and I'm just going to gently press for just about that long. Presses out the seam. There's still a slight fold in the paper, but you won't notice it. When the paper's gone, you won't see it at all in the fabric. But if you ever have any of my kits that have been folded and the fold bothers you or it's in a weird position, you want to be gentle and you want to be careful because you don't want to accidentally, press one of the appliques weird. But so I usually will have the fold up and just gently press it down, literally 1/1000 and lift it up. You're good to go. Okay. Learning something new every block. See, you want to follow along. You could do them on your own, but then you don't get to learn, my fabulous little tips and you don't get to listen to me talking to myself because I was thinking today, I hope I'm not annoying or obnoxious when I'm talking because I talk to myself all the time. Oh, we're doing step B, leaves A through C. And so I kind of feel like in general, I sit in my studio and I talk to myself like I'm teaching myself things. And now I'm actually presenting these out to the world. And hopefully the world isn't like, man, she does some really nice drawings, but she is kind of a weirdo. And if you think I'm a weirdo, hopefully I make you laugh. And in that case, I don't really care. Call me a weirdo. That's fine. My husband calls me a weirdo all the time. And I kind of hope he doesn't watch these because then he'll be like, I know I tease you and call you a weirdo, but you really are kind of a weirdo. Anyhow, I always tell him, I don't care. I make myself laugh all the time. Okay, so A, B, and C, all out of this same color. So hopefully everybody is enjoying this. Maybe you feel like you're getting to know me. For some people that might be like, wow, I didn't really know that she was such a goofball, but okay. ABC. Next, flowers 1 and 2. So that's all your flowers. That's all the flowers we got. So 1 is actually this little bud. So we're going to do the bud first. So 1A is actually the stem. So now why did we put those cathedral window pieces down first? Oh, you might notice those leaves went over those. And now we're going to do the stems. And then the other cathedral window pieces are actually going to go on last. And they're going to cover up all of our stems that we're doing right now. What do you know? There's a method to her madness, that silly, kooky Dana Michelle. Okay, A, B, where's B? 2B, last piece in that dark green. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, I'm doing 2. Put that back, hold it to the side. I'm supposed to be working on 1. 1B, where's 1B? 1B is purple. Back up. She messed up. Okay, little thread. And you know how I knew that? I looked on there to say, where did this fit? And I'm like, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit anywhere. There's no shape that's like that right there. Oh, that's right, because it goes right there. Oh, I have another thread sticking out on that puppy. Hang on. Or did I never cut it and I started talking to myself again? Okay, B. 1C, and that goes actually this way. And it's hard to kind of see where we're going. So we're following the outside line and it kind of hides behind this leaf. So I just kind of put it down. And then when I go to put the other pieces down, if it's not covering it or something, you can adjust it a little bit, but it should cover it where it's at right there. And then 1D. And 1E, which is this sort of dark kind of purpley color. And I can't really see. Oh, I see where it connects right there. So I'm going to put that up, and it actually connects, and it goes on either side of piece D. So it's coming up around piece D, and the piece C kind of goes behind that there. Okay, so that one's done. So now we're going to move on to the big flower. So A is this little green stem. It's the last of that bright green color. Oh, and so the little blunt end goes under here. Now, if you messed up and you do the other end, it's okay because it just goes under the cathedral window. But you'll see one end is kind of rounded. The other one goes to a point. The point is actually to go behind the cathedral window. If you do it upside down, as long as you're covering both ends, it won't matter. And now we do 2B, this little tricky guy. Oop, move him over just a little bit. Okay, B. Oh, geez, and I bumped my thing, so I'm going to move it over. Okay. 2C is purple. And that is way up here. So I'm just kind of lining up the top again. That top little wiggly edge there. D is this only lavender color is 2D. And I have a big old thread sticking out the side there. I'm going to clip that off. Okay, and so 2D, I can kind of see where that tip is sticking out right there. I'm going to lay that down. And then this piece actually lines up with my purple edge. So I'm just going to line that point up there too. And then you see that that just falls right where it's supposed to go. Isn't that so pretty? I love purple flowers. I love wild iris. They're so beautiful. It's one of those flowers that I have actually seen this one out in the wild. You usually see it in people's gardens up here, but I went out to the wild one time and I was like, they truly are wild. I saw one. Actually, I saw quite a few of them. There's E, and now F is another really big purple piece. The ones that grow in people's gardens often get really big. The ones I saw in the wild seem like they were a little bit smaller, but that's understandable. You know, they're out there living off the wild. F, where am I? G is one of these yellow colors. They're actually called wild flag iris up here. I don't know if anyone or where else they grow, but okay. So this one, it kind of goes like right here. And again, you can always flip this up and kind of take a look. Am I putting it in the right place? Or sometimes when you go to put the next piece on, you're like, oh, I kind of didn't put that in the right place. And the great thing is you can always pick them up and you can move them. H, which I'm just sort of lining up this side and there, and see, it just falls right on there. Beautiful. I, and we're done with purple. My gosh, this is going to be the fastest one yet. J, which is our little yellow center. And I can't see where that goes exactly, so I'm just kind of looking at my guide over here, my layout guide, and just kind of putting it where I think it goes and looking up. Oh, it's a little off, but I think it looks really nice. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to leave it there. And then our last step, D, we're putting our 2 cathedral window pieces on the bottom, and we're covering up those stems, right? There we go. And there we go. Now, ooh, I have a little issue right here. I can see blue. What can I do for that? Well, I can lift these up, because this happens. I can lift these up and I can go, you know what? I'm going to move my green over to the center a little bit more. Does that fix it? It still doesn't fix it. Okay, I'm going to lift this up, and I'm going to lift this up, and I'm going to move it down a little bit and lay it back down. Hi. And then put this down. And now I've got it nice and, oh, could you even see what I was doing? Nice and covered up. Beautiful. Okay, perfect. So now we've got those stems covered up. And that happens sometimes. Like I said, you've got, you know, if you see blue hiding through there, just adjust something, move it a little bit. And I just picked it up and moved it. Now, if you wanted, you could put your layout guide back underneath, because I did move my leaf down a little bit more than maybe you would like, but I think it looks good. I'm just going to leave it like that. My flower might look a little different than your flower. Turn off my light and we are done. And so now again, we're going to do our pressing and everything all the way around first, then do your steaming and or your spritzing all over the top, flip it over, do it all over the back, and you are finished. And once you have completed this one, you have officially completed half the blocks in the Northern Flora quilt. So wow, you've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This much to go. And some of these ones are so easy, really. Like, oh my goodness, Daisy and Poppy. Let's see, we're going to do Daisy next month, Poppy the start of the next month. Those two, I think they'll beat the record on this one. They are so fast. Okay, so I hope everybody had fun. If you're watching this in 2023, it is right before Christmas, and I won't talk to you guys again until January. So have a very Merry Christmas. It is also the last day of Hanukkah today, which I think by the time this posts and everybody's watching it, probably will be over. But have a happy Hanukkah if I happen to get it up today and you see it. Or very happy new year, and I will see you in 2024, and see you later.